Welcome and thank you for joining us. We are looking at K.c.s.e 2010, Paper 1, question number 21. And the question we have reads, a motorbike A travels 10 kilometers per hour faster than motorbike B, whose speed is x kilometers per hour. Motorbike A takes 1.5 hours less than motorbike B to cover a 180-kilometer journey. Write an expression in terms of x for the time taken to cover the 180-kilometer journey by motorbike A and that of B. We have been given the distance, and the distance is 180 kilometers. We have A and B. We have been told that the speed of B is x kilometers per hour, and the motorbike A travels at 10 kilometers per hour faster than B, meaning the speed of A is x plus 10 kilometers per hour. We are supposed to write an expression in terms of x for time, and in this case, remember, time is given by distance over speed. So the time taken by motorbike A will be equal to the distance of 180 to divide by the speed of x plus 10, and this is an expression which is in terms of hours. B is going to cover a distance of 180, using a speed of x, and if you take the distance over speed, you'll also get the time in hours. Once we have the two expressions, we go to B. Use the expression in A above to determine the speed in kilometers per hour of motorbike A. This is again very simple because already we have the time difference between the two, and we have been told that motorbike A takes 1.5 hours less than motorbike B. 1.5 is simply 1.5 hours. That is our time difference. The time difference is 1.5 hours. We know that the time of A is 180 you divide by x plus 10, and the time of B is 180 you divide by x, and we have been told that A reaches 1.5 hours earlier. That means B is going to take a longer time. If you take the time taken by B, which is 180 over x, minus the time taken by A, which is 180 over 10 plus over x plus 10, this is going to give us the time difference of 1.5. From here now, we are good to go. We are going to look for the LCM of x plus 10, and of course 1. And in this case, LCM is going to be x into x plus 10. Taking the LCM, we can now multiply across by the LCM. That is, we have 180 over x. We multiply by the LCM, which is x into x plus 10 minus 180 divided by x plus 10. We multiply by x into x plus 10, and this one is going to be equal to 1.5 multiplied by the LCM, which is x into x plus 10. X and x will cancel such that we have 180 multiplied by x plus 10 minus x plus 10, and x plus 10 will cancel. We are going to have 180 multiplied by x, and this one is going to be equal to 1.5 times x will give us 1.5x squared, and 1.5 times x times 10 get 15x. From here now we can open the brackets again. 180 times x will give us 180x. 180 times 10 you get positive 1800, minus 180x times x you get minus 180x, and this one is going to give us 1.5x squared plus 15x. Once we have done that, we can now collect the like terms together. This is 180x minus 180x will give us a 0. That means we are going to remain with 1800 being equal to 1.5x squared plus 15x. We can reorganize this equation to form a quadratic equation as follows. We have 1.5x squared plus 15x. 1800 crosses over and becomes a minus, and this one now will be equated to 0. If you divide all through by 1.5, you are going to remain with x squared plus 15x divided by 1.5, you get 10x, minus 1800 divided by 1.5, you get 1200, and this one is going to be equal to 0. Once we have done that, we can now use quadratic formula method, which says x is equals to minus b plus or minus into the square root of b squared minus 4ac, you divide by 2a. Let us point out the value of a, b, and c. The value of a is equal to the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. The value of b is the coefficient of the linear term, which is 10. And of course, c is negative 1200. From here now we can substitute. Minus b is 10. That means x is going to be equal to minus 10 plus or minus square root of b squared. B is 10. 10 squared is 100 minus, we can open the bracket, 4 times a is 1 times c, which is negative 1200. You divide by 2 times 1. This one is going to give us x being equal to negative 10 plus or minus into, we have, that is 100 minus 4 times 1 times minus 1200 will give us negative 4800. Remember, minus will give us a plus, divided by 2. And in this case now, we are going to have minus 10 plus or minus into the square root of 100 plus 4800 will give us 4900 divided by 2. And this one is going to give us negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 4900 will be 70 divided by 2. Now the first value of x is going to be equal to minus 10 plus 70, which is positive 60, divided by 2, you get 30. And the other value of x is going to be minus 10 minus 70, which is going to be negative 80, divided by 2, which is negative 40. But remember, the value of x cannot be negative for the speed, and therefore we ignore the negative value. Hence, x is going to be equal to 30. And for now, we are supposed to determine the speed of motorbike A. Then now, speed of A, remember A was traveling at 10 kilometers faster, and therefore we are going to have x, which is 30. We add 10, and this gives us 40 kilometers per hour. That is part B worked out very well. We now move to C. For a journey of 48 kilometers, motorbike B starts 10 minutes ahead of motorbike A. Calculate the time in minutes. The difference, calculate in minutes the time difference of arrival at the two destinations. What we are going to do is actually have the distance to be covered by both as 48 kilometers. We know A has a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and it is going to cover a distance of 48, and therefore we can get the time. Time is distance over speed. We have the distance as 48 divided by the speed of 40. This one is going to give us 1.2 hours, which is the same as 1 hour 12 minutes. So total time is going to be 1 hour 12 minutes. We add the 10 minutes that it delayed to start the journey, which is going to give us 1 hour 22 minutes. Then from there now we can be able to move and get the time for B. Time of B will be equal to the distance, which is 48, you divide by the speed. Remember the speed of B was x, which is 30 kilometers per hour, and this gives us 1.6 hours, which is the same as 1 hour 36 minutes. So the time difference is going to be equal to 1 hour 36 minutes minus 1 hour 22 minutes, that is for A, and this one is going to give us 14 minutes. So in other words, the time difference is going to be equal to 14 minutes, and that is the answer to part C of this particular question. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification.